Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with simpleroptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to share a couple different ideas with you. Obviously, the market has seen a good deal of volatility here lately, and one of the main things that I'm watching is, can the Dow futures come back here and test this kind of panic low that we've made here? The futures market has a way of wanting to come back and kind of test the highs and lows and evaluate stops that tend to be found in both of those places. So I'm sitting here thinking, if the Dow is going to break those lows, and we are going to come back and break that, then looking at the daily squeeze in Boeing may trigger us to the short side. Now, I'm not inclined to trade Boeing to the short side. I would really prefer to just buy it because we're trading above the 50-day. So it's really just going to be, or it's to say, let's come in on Monday and Tuesday and kind of see how things are trading, you know. Who knows what happens over the weekend, but when Monday and Tuesday get opened, we can kind of get a feel for things, and if the market holds up well, if the Dow is instead going to, regain its footing and maybe start acting better, then you're going to see that in Boeing. And if it starts closing back up above 338, maybe we get a chance to consider it to the long side, but I'm going to be very careful with that until we can start to see how the Dow acts. A couple other places, if the markets do decide their footing, or decide to find their footing, I'm going to be looking to names like Adobe, where you've got earnings on the horizon. Now, they're not immediate, but they are something that you should start considering. And you'll also notice that this comes up for me today because it's the first day of a daily squeeze, and these signals tend to be, fairly reliable in Adobe. You can see, and when the markets do get volatile like this, I try to keep things, painfully simple. Look at how you pulled back down into the 50-day here, respected that. Roughly here, very similar ways of thinking, and now you've got another situation that just shows you very similar patterns. So, if we wake up and the S&Ps are down another 50 on Monday, clearly I'm not going to be focusing on trying to buy these, but if instead things are firming up and holding on, I think that'll be a good name. And then a third one to consider is going to be MasterCard. And notice how these carry very similar themes to them. You've come down into the 50-day. As of now, we are holding this area as support, and if the markets are going to firm up, if financials start looking good as we get into next week, it's worth keeping an eye on that daily squeeze, and those are three names that I think will provide you with some good opportunity. So I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you at the next free video.